Hey guys, welcome to Fire Foods. In today's video, I'll be making smoked pulled pork and traditional bao buns to go along with it. And remember, all ingredients will be in the description down below, so let me show you how to do it and let's make some fire foods. We're going to start by preparing our pork shoulder, also known as Boston pork butt. First thing is to apply a small amount of mustard just as a binder so that the rub sticks to the meat. And do not worry, it does not affect the flavor at all. Then apply your favorite barbecue rub and make sure to cover every spot. Then continue this process for all sides. Now that it's ready, it's time to fire up the smoker. I will be using hickory and apple wood throughout the cook. I'm going to put it on the smoker and maintain the heat at 250 degrees for about 6 hours or until it hits an internal temperature of 165 degrees. Also, I'm going to make Chinese traditional steamed bao buns but with a twist. So let me show you how we're gonna do it. In a bowl, add 3/4 cup of water, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of yeast, then mix it around until it's partially dissolved. Then set it aside for 10 minutes. In a separate bowl, add 2½ cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 3 tablespoons of powdered milk, 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, and finally add the water and yeast solution. Then start by mixing with a spatula and then you can knead it with your hands or you can use a dough mixer if you have one. Once it becomes like this, let it rest for 10 minutes. After the 10 minutes are done, the dough should be smooth and elastic. Then shape it into a ball with your hands and put some olive oil into the bottom. Then place the dough and put more oil on top to prevent it from sticking. Now cover it up with saran wrap or a towel. And let it rise in a warm area for 2 hours till it doubles in size. Take out the dough after it has risen. It out using a rolling pin to 1/4 inch thickness. Apply extra flour if it starts to stick to the surface you're working on. You can use a round cutter, and if you don't have one, just use a glass cup and cut the dough into circles. Then remove the extra dough and you can reshape it and reuse it again. Now take each one and roll the surface once with a rolling pin, then apply some oil using a brush and fold it in half, then roll it lightly one more time to make sure that it maintains its shape. And repeat the same process for the rest. The buns, I'm going to be using a traditional bamboo steamer. Open the lid and place your buns on top of a damped parchment paper, leaving some space in between. Then cover it up and put it on slightly boiling water in a pan on medium heat for 12 minutes. In the meantime, don't forget to spray the pork butt with apple cider vinegar from time to time to prevent it from drying out. After 12 minutes, it's time to take out the bao buns. Usually that's how it's served, but I'm going to make it a little bit better by brushing it with egg wash, then put it in the oven on broil for a couple of minutes so that the surface gets a good color and texture. Now that looks ready, and it's time to take it out and wrap it in foil. Wrap it twice to ensure that the heat does not escape and that it cooks properly. Then put it back on the smoker until it hits an internal temperature of 205 degrees. Now take it out and let it rest for 1 to 2 hours depending on its size. A good sign of a tender pork butt is if you can take out the bone clean like this with no problem. Then our next step is to start pulling the pork. You can use 2 forks to do it. Look how easy it's pulling apart. Now put it onto a bowl, add some barbecue sauce, and mix it around, and it is done. You got yourself some great barbecue pulled pork. Now open up the bao buns, add the pulled pork, and you can add whatever you like, maybe some pickles and extra barbecue sauce. And there you have it, the final product. You got the sweet and smoky flavor from the pulled pork, you have those amazing fluffy buns, and the crunch from the pickles. Trust me, these pulled pork buns are to die for. So try this recipe and I'm sure you're gonna love it. And that is the end of the video, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell to get notified when a new video is up. Also share this recipe with your friends and family, and let me know in the comments below what other recipes you want to see next. Thanks for watching, we'll see you next time.